YouTube fam, what's poppin'? This your girl, ELady Chrys, coming back at you with another video. Sorry about that, YouTube fam. I got me a phone call, had to take that right quick. But today's video is gonna be about the different types of trucks that I've driven over the last 3 years that I've been driving. Alright? That being said, let's get to it. Number 1, Covenant. Alright, y'all. So, little backstory. Y'all know, for those of y'all that have been following my channel, y'all know that I've been bouncing around a little bit, just a little bit, over these past 3 years with companies. Now, I've only been to including this one, this is probably my 4th company over the last 3 years. So it's not too bad. But I did jump around. I had to learn what I like, what I didn't like, what type of driver I am. That's a big one. It played a part into basically what company suits me the best. And Covenant, I started with because I was thinking to myself, oh, I wanted to run, and we're going to get a teammate, and we're going to make this money, and it's just going to be we're going to get them bonuses. It's going to be this great thing, right? Well, I couldn't find anybody from my hometown that actually wanted to sign up with me at the time. And when I got there to Covenant, it was hard for me to find a teammate because, once you get in that truck with a random stranger, it's a whole nother level because you're getting to know a total stranger in a small cubicle space. Shit did not work for me. It didn't work out for me at all. It didn't work out for me. I was like, I can't do it. I stayed there for about 2-3 months. But while I was there, I did get a chance to train with the owner operator for, I want to say, about a month and a week. Something like that. I want to say about 5 weeks. I was on a truck with her. And Covenant does Freightliner Cascadias. And one thing she was telling me about her, she was, I think at the time, she had been an owner out for about 1.5 years. And when I was driving, it rode pretty smooth. I can't really say too much about it. I did notice that she would always turn the refrigerator off. She would always turn the refrigerator off, at the end of the shift, of her shift type thing. And one day I just finally asked her why. And she was like, it was a battery issue. Not a battery issue. It was an electric issue. She was like, for some reason, when she doesn't turn it off, it doesn't start up. The truck doesn't start up. So I was like, wow, okay. So that's about the only issue that I've actually heard, because I've heard that from another trucker once before as well. Just, y'all know me, I like to talk, so I go to anybody, talk to them, ask them about trucking advice and stuff like that. And I know another lady, she was telling me the same thing. She was like, her Freightliner, when she started on her op 3 years back, was running fine, and then after a while it started having electrical issues. So I'm not sure if that's across the board or if those were just 2 instances that happened. For the most part, it ran pretty good for me. When I was at Covenant, the Freightliner that I had, it did run pretty good. So I can't complain there. But I want to add, I was only there for about 2.5-3 months. I was not there for a long period of time. So it might be an issue that happens over time. Excuse me. But as far as I'm concerned, I didn't have no issues with it. And the second company was May Trucking, y'all. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I just started reminiscing there. Just right there. I'm not even kidding. That was a wonderful experience for me. I'm not even kidding. I was riding solo, dolo, truck, all to myself. I went wild. I went a little wild. I'm not even kidding. But that's not even like the point of this video. That's not even the point of this video. Okay, let me get back on track. So at May Trucking, when I was training, actually they don't have a lease purchase program. May Trucking don't have a lease purchase program with their trucks. They also do Freightliner Cascadias. I was there for about, I want to say 10 to 11 months. So almost a year. The truck ran, I think it was more so me than the truck, to be honest with y'all. This is where I really got my experience in. Because I told you I was only at Covenant for like 2 months. And then training, yeah, that was included in 2 months. So I got to, they had me all 48 states. I got to travel different terrains and stuff like that. Oh my God, the motherfucking mountains. In the snow, y'all. Like, shit got real. Real quick. So it was just like, I had to do a lot of PMs, because I kept fucking up the brakes. Like, you know, y'all know, like, because I didn't really know how to use the engine brake. And then, like, I got a heavy foot anyway. So I was like, man, when I tell you I was smelling the brakes a lot, them tires, baby. So yeah, I think it was more so me than the truck. I did get a lot of PMs for the brakes and the oil changes and shit like that. Yeah, but that's about the only problems that I ever really had with the Freightliner Cascadias. So I personally, like I said, can't speak on like the electrical issues that I've heard about it. I can say that that's for people that's like that had their truck for over a year. I was only there for 10 months, and I bring it up because I keep bringing up the electrical issue because like for people that want to get their own truck and they're looking into like different types of trucks. I'm not saying that Freightliners have an electrical problem. I'm saying like you should probably look into that because like I've constantly heard that before, and I don't want you like getting it and then like just dismissing that issue when that's something that, you know, could be avoided. So yeah, getting to the next one. Number 3, y'all. So this one was when I finally went local. After my experience with May, I went local, got me a job with the post office. And for those of y'all that already know, y'all know how like sporadic that shit was because I came on as a floater with the post office. So that means that I got to fill every single position that wasn't filled by like a daily or weekly time frame. So what that meant was I was basically a fill-in for people that didn't come to work for whatever reason. And it was pretty cool. I kind of liked it because like I'm the type of person, I like bouncing around. It's just how I move. So it really kind of fit into like my personality. It really kind of did. They had me more regional than anything, I want to say. And that was pretty cool that I get to be up in hotels. I probably go to the swimming pool every now and again when I'm in hotels and stuff like that. And it was like a nice little experience on the job. So that was pretty cool. And I also got to drive different types of trucks when I was there because post office, they partnered with Ryder and Penske. And so whenever they get a rental or whenever they need something from me, they'll tell me to go up there and get a rental and pick it up. And that'll be my truck for the next following day of work. At Ryder, they had the ones we used at least was Freightliners, the Internationals, and the Volvos. The Freightliners I already spoke on. Didn't have no issues with that. Ran fine. The Internationals, they were kind of like, they lagged a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, mind you, all of these that I'm talking about are automatic. I probably should have spoke on that in the beginning of the video, but all of them are automatic. I have an automatic restriction on my license. The only ones that weren't automatic were the Volvos, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But the internationals, they had a lag to them. Like, whenever I would shift gears, it'll take a minute for it to like catch on. And when I would speed up, that'll take a minute to like just push up. And I wasn't sure if there was something wrong with the transmission or something, because like I didn't switch out international trucks. Like when I had the international truck, I had it for like a month, a solid month. And then when I went back, I got the same truck because it was the same truck number. So that's how I could tell. So it was just like, I don't know. It just seemed to go a little, had a little lagging effect to it. But that was pretty much it. I didn't really have, other than like tire blowouts and regular stuff like that, I really didn't have no other problems with the internationals. The Volvos, I got in one and it was a manual shift, and y'all know your girl cannot drive manual shift. So I was just stuck like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this? And I was practicing it, right? I was trying to practice like doing the manual shift. I got in the manual shift because when I went up there, I was trying to get the Volvo that was behind it. And it was a Volvo in front of it, but it was a manual shift. And I was like, well, shit. Like, I gotta move this one to get to the other one. And I was like, so I was trying to like get it. You know how you like gotta press the brake and the clutch at the same time and shit like that to change gears and all that. That motherfucker kept shutting off on me, and I was getting mad as hell. I was getting mad as fuck. And I was like, you know what? Let me stop before I fuck up the transmission. And so I ended up getting somebody called over there, and they moved the truck for me. But he was expressing to me when I got in the Volvo, the automatic. He was the mechanic there at this is the rider in Memphis, Tennessee. He was explaining to me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you called somebody out instead of trying to do it yourself, because you fuck up the transmission on these. These motherfuckers are expensive." He was like, "Volvo is like the Mercedes of 18-wheelers. Their parts are very expensive." And I was like, okay, so that's good to know moving forward. If me or you or anybody else, was to ever want to get an actual 18-wheeler for themselves, like the Volvo parts are expensive. Peterbilts as well. I've heard that too. My brother, he was an owner op for like, I want to say 4 years. He had a Peterbilt. He was like, yeah, the parts are pretty expensive. They like the Cadillacs, trucks or whatever. Like he loved, some Cadillacs. They stylish, expensive parts. And yeah, I think that was it for the post office. Internationals, Freightliners, Volvos. Yeah, that was pretty much it for the rider. We also use Penske though. We also use Penske. And at Penske, they basically had all the trucks except for the Max and the Kenworths and the Peterbilts. I have personally never drove a Peterbilt. I know Peterbilts because of my brother. He had a Peterbilt, drove 4 years, and his was a manual shift. I'm not sure if Peterbilts have any automatics. I don't know. Need to look into that. But yeah, he said he is, from his experience, Peterbilts roll pretty good. The manual shift, of course, you gotta deal with the clutching and stuff like that. The parts are expensive, but they roll pretty good. They roll pretty smooth. They're not like big on speed. They're like slow to build up, but once they get there, they ride smooth. The Penske, when I was driving the Penske trucks, I didn't have any problems with it. Like I said, it was pretty much about the same overall. It was just like they had international Freightliners and Volvos. They really had all of them, but those are the main three that I drove. So I give Penske a thumbs up. They trucks drove pretty good, and I rarely had to take it to the shop for anything. And last but not least, number 4, this company right here. It's a small owner op company that I'm with, y'all. Small owner op. Yes, I'm back over the road. I decided to come back over the road because to save more money, honestly. Like, that was the main thing, to save more money. And post office was just, I was getting bored with it, to be honest. I needed to change the scenery. I like the constant adaptation that comes with over the road, and I get to save my money for my next business venture, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a 2017 Kenworth. This is my first time driving a Kenworth. Penske and Riders didn't have any Kenworths, so I never got to experience what it was like. Excuse me. So experiencing it now, it has a little shift issue too. Like the internationals, like I was telling you, when it shifts, it takes a second to like catch on. But like once it goes, it goes. It goes. And the refrigerator issue was a big thing too. Like when the refrigerator was working, god damn it, motherfucker out now. I'm salty as shit about that. I really am. But when it was working, I would have to turn off the power unit, because if I don't, the truck wouldn't start the next day. Like, you can just chalk that shit up. It's not going to start. Like, at all. Why? I don't know. I think the refrigerator just took too much power from the batteries. And when we got it checked out, turns out all 4 of the batteries was bad anyway, so it had to be replaced. And then the fuel injector, when she took it out, it was like all black type shit. Like, they didn't change it during the PM, so it was like that might have played a part in it too. And I was like, damn. So since the power unit has been off, the batteries have been replaced, and the fuel injector has been cleaned out, filters changed, we have not had that issue since. So that's about it. I think, like, PMs get done on this truck every 25 to 30 miles. Recently we had to replace the hoses, but I can't say like any major problems other than the battery thing has been an issue for this truck. I really can't say. It's pretty good. Now, mind you, I've only been doing this for what? Let's see, I quit post office in April. May, June, July, August, September, October. It's been 6 months. What is this? Oh, Lent. It's been 6 months, y'all. It don't feel like it. Yo, time going by super fast, yo. Like, damn. I love my life. Anyways, I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. So no major issues with this. Best believe once, or you know what? I pray it doesn't happen. But if, God forbid, if anything major does happen to this truck, y'all will be the first to know. I just wanted to give y'all a rundown right quick about the different type of companies that I've been with and the different type of trucks that I've been driving for these different type of companies. Y'all let me know in the comments, please, y'all. Come on, talk to me. This is a dialogue. Let me know what type of trucks y'all been driving since y'all been at this game. Let me know what's y'all favorite type of truck. I think my favorite so far has been the Kenworth, honestly. Like, this gonna dry smooth as hell. Like, aside from the little lagging issue, it's gonna dry smooth. It's gonna dry smooth. That's my favorite. What's yours? Let me know down in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit your girl up if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Stay ready, stay safe, be well. Peace.